Good evening, everybody. Coming back here on Facebook Live, Jordan Williams alongside Chief Meteorologist Patrick Vaughn as we track a supercell thunderstorm. This storm still has a tornado warning on it, Patrick. This is what, north of the Triangle for sure.
Sure, without a doubt. We haven't seen much here in the Triangle. That may come, or that may change coming up later on this evening. Again, officially a tornado warning until 8:30 for central sections of Newton County, moving off to the east-northeast at about 45 miles an hour. Lots of lightning with this and hail with this particular cell, as you can see, moving away from Call into western portions of Beauregard Parish. Taking a look at wind, we are seeing the wind field. This means that the air is moving towards the radar site at Fort Polk. The red means it's away. So what's happening is that we definitely see the potential for wind damage, winds of 60 miles an hour along this line. I don't see the rotation. Still cannot rule out an isolated tornado, but right now I don't think this is on the ground. This is going to be Doppler indicated. So again, moving out of sections of west central Newton County on into DeRidder, or I should say into western sections of Beauregard Parish. Otherwise, hail threat moving away from Salem over into western sections Beauregard Parish. And again, you can see southwest of Mauriceville, south of Bon Weir, the threat for hail, damaging hail, is right there. So again, Salem in the severe, or I should say tornado warning, and into west central sections, I should say, of Newton County. Also, severe thunderstorm warnings in effect until 8:45 for just north of that tornado warning, including Kirbyville, back over to Bon Weir, and also towards Newton, and also Burkeville, and that one is until, I believe, 8:30 p.m. Otherwise, tornado watch is in effect through 9 p.m. Could this be extended past 9 p.m.? Yes, I think that's a pretty good possibility. So far, rainfall totals of anywhere from 2 to 6 inches of Doppler indicated rainfall, getting some reports just north of Burkeville of some flash flooding ongoing, so some warnings may be enacted here very shortly. A flash flood watch in effect officially for Tyler, northern Jasper, northern Newton counties tonight through 7 a.m. And again, the uncertainty in the forecast this evening was whether or not we would get a secondary line, squall line trying to develop. And this is what we're going to be watching in through south sections near San Antonio. Will this evolve into a squall line and head our way? Indications are that that is a possibility. Earlier, we were showing two different models. Both of them are doing a fantastic job of showing the showers and storms up towards the lakes area. That was never any question. Hadn't seen much in the Triangle. That was part of the uncertainty. This shows nothing, so to speak. We'll get showers and some storms, but most of the activity, the heavy stuff, up towards the lakes area, according to this model. Second model, which has been doing a good job, also showing showers and storms, mainly north of the Triangle, up towards the lakes area, is do we get this secondary squall line that we're watching right now in towards San Antonio? If this happens, then this will bring the severe threat into the Triangle. We're past 9 p.m. Would a tornado watch be issued? Possibly, maybe a severe thunderstorm watch or extended in through southeast Texas if this squall line manages to develop. And that's what we're going to be watching over the next hour or so as that shower and thunderstorm activity, which is currently just around San Antonio, continues to materialize and move up towards the north and east. So that's where we're at right now, Jordan. So again, tornado watch officially until 9 p.m. And then we're going to be watching these cells, whether or not we get a line heading towards sections that have not seen a shower and thunderstorm activity today, which is the Triangle. And that's what Futurecast, not this first model, but this second model, is trying to do. Both models doing a good job of showing the showers and storms in the lakes area. But if that materializes into a line, then it would be here coming up late this evening, maybe 11, midnight, and then out of here by 1 a.m. And then we're done looking towards a good weekend.
Patrick, our Facebook friends have questions, so I want to bring them in while you look at the radar here.
Okay, I'm going to go back to my station.
Okay, he's going to go work the radar. Let's see. Brianna wants to know how bad it's going to be in Mauriceville. Are they under any threat from this particular storm, or is this good ways north?
Zero.
Mauriceville, you're good. Buna, you're on the southern flank of this storm, so it looks like some rain moving through right now.
Yeah.
Scattered stuff.
I don't see anything out of that. Let me see before I give you the all clear. As far as Buna, we're going to look at hail scan.
Cindy says her little corner of Buna is quiet.
Yep,
and
nothing
that's,
in Buna.
That is good.
No hail. We'll look at winds.
Amanda's up in Chester.
Yep.
Reported they had hard rain, lots of lightning and wind. Was wondering if there was possibly a tornado with it. That was the storm that rolled through about 30 minutes ago, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen anything as far as any reports officially. We don't know that as of yet.
All right. Well, we appreciate all you guys writing in with your questions. Very helpful to us to let us know what you're seeing and what's happening where you are. Again, nothing in the triangle right now.
Yeah, it's all quiet. It's, as you can see, nothing over the triangle. It's what is this activity going to do? And those, without a doubt, are hailers.
That's meteorology talk for it's producing hail, right?
Without a doubt. Let me just stop this. Let me just show you this.
John's up in Bon Weir right now. John, you stay safe up there. He said they've got a lot of wind.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Okay, just to put things in perspective, this cell, large hail. That's what, 2-inch size hail.
That's the one in South Texas?
Yeah, that's just south of southeast of San Antonio. So.
And that's what could form this squall line, which is basically a line of storms that would be rapidly racing east later this evening.
Yeah, let me just do this. Let me back this up. And here we are now. So it's trying to develop something, and I'm going to turn this other radar, or this other model off. And let's do this. Let's see how well it's initializing. So now, I'll save this. And what I'm going to do is compare radar to the actual model. So I'm going to save this. And we will then go to Futurecast. And we're going to play this. And let me start it in the same spot. So what I'm doing is I'm going to see how well this model is lining up. So oh, come on.
While Patrick does that, folks, I do see all of your questions for your various cities and towns, and I will ask him once he gets the radar and the forecast model kind of in sync here. Hi, Tracy in Woodville. Hopefully you're safe.
Okay, I'm going to have to go into this edit mode. I apologize. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to match these up. And the reason I'm doing this is I want to see how well this is doing. And I want to compare it to actual radar data. And we'll put this into motion and then bring it on into the triangle. So I'm putting keyframes in, and this will make sense in just a second. There's a method to my madness.
You get to watch Patrick work.
Okay, so here we are. So we're watching this shower and thunderstorm activity, this activity in through central Texas, okay? So this was the big question mark. We had two models showing us different scenarios. So that's where we are now. And put this into motion, and it's not doing a bad job. So there is because of that, did you see that? So let me go back. There we are with what is actually occurring on radar, and we're comparing it to what is forecast by the model. It's a little stronger up towards College Station and north there, but the placement is good. So we'll put this into motion.
So if it verifies, we'd be looking at a line approaching while we're on the air tonight at 10, between 10 and 11.
That's exactly right. So the confidence in the forecast, now I can say with a higher confidence for you folks in Mauriceville and in Groves, you've messaged me many times and I know who you are. over towards North Silsbee.
Patrick, are you calling our friends out?
Oh, I am.
I'm about to say hi to some.
Yeah, I think that there's a better chance now, a higher confidence that we may see a line of showers and thunderstorms because of this, what I just showed you, impacting the triangle or areas that have not seen the shower and thunderstorm activity so far late tonight. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Felicia says she's just getting here. Is weather going to be bad in Beaumont? Patrick, that was just talking about that. We could have a line that rolls through between 10 and midnight, depending on the exact timing of how the line comes together as it rolls out of south central Texas.
Everything is pointing to that potential coming up. See, even in just 3 or 4 hours out, we don't have all the answers. That's
right.
just the nature of forecasting. And there you go. If this model is correct, then again, this other model that I was just showing you, let me move it. It does, nope, I'm not going to go with that. It's totally missing the shower and thunderstorm activity south of San Antonio. So again, right now it may not be as bad as what this is particularly showing as far as severe weather, but we'll just have to watch this on radar. But there is the potential for a squall line to be impacting areas that have not seen the shower and thunderstorm activity, like the lakes up into the triangle coming up later on tonight.
All right, how about some quick questions from folks? Tracy in Woodville, they had lots of wind, hard rain, some lightning earlier. Marie says lots of rain, hail, and wind between Buna and Kirbyville. Lori in Orange. Lori, you're fine for now. Again, you'd be looking at what might be coming through later with this squall line, probably 11, closer to midnight by the time it reached Orange County. Jake's watching from South Houston. Jake, depending on how the line comes together, you'd be looking at it quite a bit earlier than we would have here in, say, Jefferson County.
Yeah, that would be, let's see, if this model is correct and it comes together just exactly as this model shows, that's Houston by about 9.
Okay, so within the next, 45 minutes or so.
I think that's a little fast, and I don't particularly like the northern end of this line. If you look at what's actually occurring, it's more isolated than a line that has formed in through sections of central Texas, as you can see.
Can you do a radar tour for Tyler, Jasper, Hardin County here and kind of show people what's, I know a lot of you are getting some lightning but and heavy rain. So are there still warnings right now, or have they expired on our side of the state line?
Still officially that tornado warning in through east central sections of Newton County until 8:30. So we're just a few minutes. I think the threat for the tornado, they'll probably, I don't see that. I think all the threat has moved over into Beauregard Parish.
There you go.
But that's not official.
That's right. The Weather Service sets the warnings.
Yeah, that's until 8:30, but you can see this bowing that we've been watching on radar. That's what is what this warning is being centered on. And as you can see, it's moved across the state line. So I won't give the all clear, but
feeling a lot better.
It looks a lot.
Right. Can you pop over back to the regular radar and kind of give us a tour? We're still getting reports, obviously, on Facebook, and there are places that are still seeing some good little thunderstorms.
Yeah, there's without a doubt. Let me slow this down and just give you 15 minutes of data. And as you can see, not much over Jefferson, Chambers, Orange. You wouldn't even thought that severe weather was possible. Well, we're not out of the woods, and there's no all clear yet. But Tyler County has seen probably the worst of it so far, back into Jasper, Newton County, really the triangle. So again, the heaviest activity now moving into western sections of Beauregard Parish. Let me stop this, and what you're going to see is how much lightning has occurred just in this little box in the last 15 minutes that is now into western Beauregard Parish. And it's quite a bit. In this box right here, in the last 15 minutes, over 550 strikes have occurred right there north of DeQuincy.
Very good. I'm going to run down the list before we wrap things up here. Greg's in Bridge City. Yes, all dry right now. Again, we'd be getting in on the action later if this squall line materializes. So that's the same thing for Julian in Orange. Hi to you. Carrie in Lumberton. Maybe some scattered stuff beforehand in Hardin County. I mean, we've got a few.
Yeah, that's still happening. But again, The sales over between San Antonio and Victoria are picking up. They are strengthening. But the problem is that I don't see the line on future on this that Futurecast is showing between San Antonio back up towards Lufkin. So we'll see how this unfolds. But you're looking at a distance of let's see. Well,
I mean, that's got to come, what? San Antonio is close to 300 miles. It's probably about 200 and change from the Victoria area.
For some reason, my tool does not want to work for me.
I just mapped Victoria to Beaumont. You know, they caught that that murder suspect down there, and I was mapping it. If you haul it, what is it, about 3 hours and change? I mean, if these were going close to 60, 70 miles an hour.
My system's not behaving like I want it to.
Glenn wants to know if there's anything that could weaken the line before it arrives, and certainly that it could happen, right?
Well, right now, let me look and see if the balloon. Yeah, the balloon should have gone up by now. I'm looking at the balloon sounding from Lake Charles. And let's see, that's put up usually every 12 hours. Today we got, oh yeah, we're unstable, we're uncapped. There's a low-level jet. Yeah, still the potential for severe weather. So I expect that this this activity over in towards central Texas will likely continue to increase and head towards the north and east.
Well, look at the clouds associated with that storm, way out in front of the supercells.
It's a strong west and southwest flow ahead of the trough of low pressure that's in West Texas. That's that short wave that I showed earlier this week moving into West Texas. That's causing the lift and the strong southwesterly flow that is producing these cells and moving them off towards the north and east.
Demona and Jasper, Christy and Finette, you guys are good now. Leah in Newton, again, we have no more warnings. Well, I guess the warning officially continues until the bottom of the hour here to 8:30, but Patrick says we are in good shape when it comes to the severe storms on our side of the state line. Still some lingering storms, and again, he is watching to the west, southwest of Houston, through the coastal bend as this new section of storms starts firing up. Alicia in Port Arthur, you're fine for now. Again, there is the possibility of a squall line coming through, which is basically a line of storms. These that Patrick's been watching earlier, you described this more as an isolated supercell, kind of a storm complex.
That's exactly right. And now officially we are cleared of the tornado warning in Jefferson County, in through Newton County, I should say. So there are no warnings over southeast Texas right now, but we are under a tornado watch officially till 9 p.m. Will that be extended? I think so, but I don't want to speak for the Storm Prediction Center, who officially puts those watches and warnings out. But there's the potential that will be further extended as far as, let me see if they're updating as far as any thoughts. I don't see any discussions.
Okay.
So we may have this extended though. We'll see.
Well, folks, we really appreciate your questions. For Patrick Vaughn, I'm Jordan Williams. We're going to wrap things up here on Facebook Live. Of course, Patrick will be back on the air on KBNT and on KJAC NBC as conditions warn. And of course, we'll be here on Facebook Live. Should tell you we're about an hour and a half away from our 10 o'clock news, so we hope you'll join us on 12 News. We'll see you then.